Prior to fitting the seals, the door seals, we've got to fill the gaps up around here. It's quite important really. And also, let's see if we can move this down here. Anywhere where the body meets, we've got to plug up those holes. So what we're going to do is, we simply, and it's ever so simple, and I'm only going to show you one, and then you can do all the rest quite easy. We're going to plug it up with dum-dum. Right? Get it right in there. That's it. Keep forcing it in. Force it right into that corner. And then, well, the phone went. So where was I? Oh, that's right. So what we're going to do, we've plugged that corner up now. We're going to do what Land Rover does, and they put a little bit of tape over the joint like that, and then they do a little bit of a fancy cut. And they fold it like that, look. The reason for that is, I think, you don't want the dum-dum to stick to the seal if you have to take it off. The same principle down here. We build up that gap with some dum-dum. Squidge it about a bit. If there's too much, just take it out. A lot of guys forget this stage when they're doing a car. They just put it on and then they wonder why you get drafts and things like that. Same thing. That's a bit long. Trim it down a bit. Fold it. And you should do that for all your joints, alright? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do these joints today. I'm kind of stuck for parts at the moment. I've got parts coming in from the UK very shortly, but I don't want to put the door seals on until I've got the roof lining in. And I can't put the roof lining in until I've got the window in. And I can't put the window in until I've got a rubber seal, which is coming on Friday. The kill mat is coming on tomorrow, Wednesday. It's coming tomorrow. So I'll be able to finish this off. And if you looked around inside the car, you can see that I've covered just about everything. And the reason for that is, why I've done it like that and butted it together. I'm not taping it, I'm not being anal with it, but it's so that when we put the carpet in, it's not going to, if we have big gaps between it, the carpet's going to mould around it. We don't want that. The other thing I wanted to show you, might be interesting, I don't know, probably watching Crackerjack now. Everybody's shouting Crackerjack in England. This soundproofing is kind of thick. Let me point the camera down to where I'm actually pointing to. There we go. This soundproofing is kind of thick. So if I went over the bolts, it would be even thicker still. We don't want that. So I got my dad's old bell punch and I went round them all and cut them and cut a little disc off of the soundproofing, and that now is almost flush with there. Now, another question you're going to ask me is, if we need to take the floor off, what we're going to do? Well, you can get to the bolts now quite easily. I've got them all right to the other end. Let's see if we can see over there. Wait a minute, I'll move my lights a bit. I've got some new lights, but the problem it always is a problem with where we're going to put them. Like all the way around here, you can see the screw head sticking through. So if you need to take this soundproofing off at any time, we just have to split it with a craft knife, split it around the joints and take it off. But at the moment, it's all sealed completely. So if there's any water off your boots or your shoes or anything like this, it's going to stay here and it's not going to creep under the seams, and especially around the footwell. Well, that's the theory. So that's what we're up to today. I hope that's going to help a little bit on your way. Like I said, there's not much I can do today. I kind of stuck. So we'll see what happens. I haven't got any word back about the side windows. I found some tint in China, I think it was, or I don't know where it was. That's the one problem buying things off Amazon. You never know where the bloody stuff's coming from. But it says it won't be until sort of February. But that doesn't stop me doing anything else, because this is only for the side windows. I've actually, for the front windows, I pulled the trigger and I bought brand new glass, because that exists. You can buy new door glass tinted. The reason for that is I'm not a great lover of tinted door glass, especially on Defenders. And the reason for this is they have a felt runner inside the door. Let me get one and I'll show you. This is it here. This is the runner. Well, it's not a runner. It's a guide that goes on the top of the window. Let me turn this camera around. Wait a minute. It goes on here. You see there? It goes onto there. Now, because it's like well, it's not a felt. It's furry. Modern cars just have like what do we say? A rubber seal. Well, that's not too bad. It's like a wiper, you know. But this has got this on. And what this does is it collects all dirt and rubbish. And when you're winding your window up and down, it'll tend to scratch the glass. So I bought new windows for it, which were a bit more resilient than the tint. So hopefully that's going to work, and it'll speed the job up, because then I can box up the doors. I've also ordered for the back door a plastic trim that Britrest is selling. Now I don't think Britrest make them, but they sell them. And I don't know who actually makes them, but it's not Mud UK. All right, this is a different one, but it's a plastic panel. It's a PVC panel, and it looks identical to the crappy old ones that they used to fit. You know, it was like a piece of hardboard with half-assed bloody piece of vinyl on it, and then stamped out, and I thought it was great. It was rubbish. But this is going to look nice and clean and neat. Now I did read on some comments that they said, oh, the screw holes don't line up. Well, let's drill new screw holes. It's not the end of the world. So we'll make it fit, but I think it's going to look nice, and it's going to match the light grey for the front. The next thing we've got to do, once all that's boxed in, carpets. But again, I'm stuck. I can't do carpeting until I get all the rest of it in. So it's sort of like catch-22. And you don't realise, you know, like putting a windscreen in, that holds a lot of things up. I mean, if I dare say window fitters could put the glass in without taking the headliner in, but it's going to be tight, so it's going to make their life a little bit easier and less prone to cracking the screen. So watch this space, let's see what comes up. But I'm going to finish all the rest of these taped up joints, and you should do it too on your Land Rover. Every little draft, you know, it's always uncomfortable and things like that. So let's seal them while we've got that opportunity. All right, and that will make your Land Rover better. All right, talk to you later.